Hello and welcome to Guruface Academy. For this video, we will be creating a mini portable LED light show. So let's get started with the connections. You will need 10 LEDs, a breadboard, an Arduino Mega board, 10 220 ohm resistors, some jumper wires, and a USB cable. So let's begin. This is an LED and the longer leg of an LED is positive while the shorter leg of the LED is negative. First, let's connect the LEDs to the breadboard. Connect each of the legs of the LEDs to their own rows like you see here. And remember, there are no negative or positive legs to a resistor. Now, let's connect the resistors. Connect the resistors on the same row as the positive leg that the LEDs are on. And remember, there are several pins on the Arduino Mega, but the main ones are digital, analog, ground, and 5V. The ground pins have negative power, while the 5V pins have positive power. For this project, I used analog pins, but you can use digital or analog. Now, connect the jumper wires. You will need to connect the 5V pin to the positive column and the ground pin to the negative column. Next, connect the positive leg of each LED to 5V and the negative to ground. Finally, connect the analog pins to the same column as the resistors and 5V on each LED. Now let's create the program. Let's start by declaring all of the pins. There are two types of devices, input and output devices. Input devices send information or values, while output devices receive and respond to them. Therefore, LEDs would be considered as output devices. Since we have 10 LEDs, we will need to declare all 10 of them. And once we do, save your work. Click Save, type a name, and then click Save again. Now, let's create the loop. The digital write statement turns the LEDs on and off. What follows is the pin we're instructing in either high or low in parentheses, and the high statement turns it on while the low statement turns it off. Remember that it is case sensitive, so it matters how you write it. It must be all caps. Delays are also incredibly important since they place a gap between steps in a program. Now let's test to see if the LEDs blink. Plug in your USB cable into your computer. Then click the upload button at the top of the screen. It worked. If it didn't for you, check your connections or program. Otherwise, let's add more to the program. Start by writing the code to turn on the first and second LEDs for half a second or for 500 milliseconds each. Then, continue by writing the code to turn off the first LED and turn on the second LED for an additional half a second or 500 milliseconds. And continue this pattern for the last couple of LEDs, but you will need to see until the end of the program for that. Now upload and verify your program. So this is the final result. As you can see, the LEDs blink twice and there's a pattern of every two LEDs turning on and off. But it's very rough. So let's make the program smoother. To do this, I added 100 milliseconds or a tenth of a second delay between each line of code. These delays give it a small transition, making it far smoother and making the final product much cleaner. Once you have added the delays, upload the final program. And now, for the final product. This project is a relatively simple one, and the final result is great. I hope you give this project a try. Thanks for watching our video from here at Guruface Academy.